Amazon, the world's second biggest employer and one of the most profitable companies on the planet, just made its largest corporate layoffs in years. Thousands of engineers, managers, and office workers are out, even while the company continues to post strong profits. And the official reason? Investing in AI, supposedly the most transformative technology since the internet. But what does this really mean for regular workers? Is this the promised benefit of AI? Taking away our jobs just to make already profitable corporations even richer? Is the job market itself at risk? Or are we finally seeing the true use of AI? Not as a tool to help us, but as a way to trim costs and accelerate the pace of change no matter the consequences.
Amazon made headlines around the world with a move almost no one saw coming, a mass layoff of 30,000 employees from its corporate ranks. We're not talking about warehouse workers or seasonal positions. These are high-skill, long-term jobs. Engineers, project managers, tech specialists, entire HR and operations teams gone almost overnight. Inside Amazon offices, workers who helped build and maintain the platform's technology, infrastructure, and global reach suddenly found themselves called into abrupt meetings. In some cases, whole groups were dismissed together, their badges deactivated within hours. Many spent years climbing the ladder, investing not just effort, but personal identity in a company known for stability. But none of that mattered. The change wasn't gradual, it was immediate and sweeping. For years, Amazon has boasted explosive growth, hiring in record numbers, offering strong salaries, and fueling the dreams of career-minded workers. Now, all of that has changed. Stability has vanished, replaced by uncertainty and confusion. Employees and observers alike are asking, if Amazon, with its massive profits and global dominance, is cutting jobs this aggressively, what does that mean for the future of employment everywhere? It isn't just the size of the layoffs, it's the symbolism. Amazon is a trendsetter in tech. What happens inside its walls often spreads throughout the entire industry. When thousands of people lose jobs, it's not just a company decision. It's a signal that times are changing in ways that none of us expected.
So why is this happening now? And why is Amazon pointing to artificial intelligence as the main reason? Officially, Amazon's leadership claims the company needs to increase efficiency, reduce bureaucracy, and move faster. In their public memos, they say rapid investment in AI will reshape both their business and the customer experience. They describe artificial intelligence as the most transformative force since the internet, a technology so powerful it's changing the rules for everyone. But here's what doesn't add up. Amazon isn't struggling. Their financials are as strong as ever. Revenues are breaking records. Profits are up year after year. It isn't about slashing jobs to survive. These cuts come at a time of growth and success. That's why the explanation leaves so many uneasy. If AI is meant to amplify innovation, why are we seeing mass layoffs instead of new opportunities? Is efficiency really about creating a better company for everyone, or is it about doing more with less by reducing the human element wherever possible? For workers, it feels like technology isn't just a tool anymore. It's becoming the replacement, the reason, and sometimes the excuse. There's suspicion that the promise of AI is being wielded as a convenient cover for tough decisions leaders would rather not fully explain. Behind every buzzword, lean, agile, strategic, are real people watching their jobs disappear. This wave of layoffs signals a new corporate calculus. If AI can automate away a task, a team, or even a whole department, why keep investing in people? And if Amazon is willing to do this while its fortunes are strong, what will happen if times ever get tough? For most of us, for everyday workers, families, students, and anyone planning their future, this moment feels like a warning siren. If Amazon, a company that's supposed to represent the pinnacle of opportunity and stability, can let go of 30,000 skilled people in an instant, what are the chances for job security anywhere else?
It isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet or business strategy jargon. It's about waking up one day and realizing the rules have changed. The job that paid your bills, the role that gave your life structure, the career path you worked so hard to build, suddenly it's gone. And the explanation isn't a struggling economy or marketplace collapse, but something invisible, abstract, and seemingly unstoppable. Artificial intelligence. There's a deep sense of anxiety now spreading far beyond Amazon. People ask, if even high-skilled, well-educated, experienced professionals can be replaced by technology or corporate restructuring, what hope is there for the average person? Does all of our training, loyalty, and hard work still matter in a world reshaped by AI? There's fear, but also frustration. Many workers feel like passengers being driven toward a future they can't see, much less influence. Decisions are made at the top, explanations come after the fact, and families are left to pick up the pieces. Job postings demand new tech skills as fast as old ones become obsolete. Meanwhile, pathways to stable long-term careers seem to be vanishing. And this isn't just a tech story. It's a story about trust. Trust in our employers, in the promises of innovation, and in the idea that progress should lift everyone up, not just a select few. When technology leaps forward, are we gaining a better world, or just losing the ground underneath our feet? For years, AI has been marketed as a force for good, a tool to make life better, work easier, and open new doors for everyone. It was supposed to drive innovation, spark creativity, and create new career paths that didn't even exist before. We heard about the potential for smarter jobs, fairer systems, even solving problems that humans couldn't tackle alone. But as we watch the fallout from Amazon's layoffs, it's hard not to wonder, is this really the future we signed up for? Instead of seeing new opportunities blossom, we're seeing stable careers shuttered, experienced workers squeezed out, and whole departments replaced by algorithms and automation. Were we ever really told the truth? Was there always a plan to swap people for machines when the moment was right? Or is this something even leaders are struggling to control? For many, these decisions feel distant, cold, and calculated, crafted far away from the realities of daily life, where the promise of progress should lift all boats. Yet it's the rank-and-file employees, not the executives, who bear the brunt of this efficiency revolution. There's a growing suspicion that future of work isn't about enabling or empowering ordinary people. It's about streamlining, simplifying, and scaling at any cost. The dreams we were sold of technology helping us find better, smarter, more meaningful work now seem like wallpaper for boardroom decisions no layperson ever got to vote on. So as AI steps further into the workplace, we have to ask, is this the grand future we imagined, or just the next chapter in a story where progress comes without a map for those expected to keep up? Let's be honest about who's winning and who's losing in this new era. For shareholders and top executives, these waves of layoffs and rapid adoption of AI signal success. Proof that the company can cut costs, boost efficiency, and squeeze even more profit from its empire. Each trimmed department, each automated workflow means a stronger quarterly report and higher stock prices. Tech divisions racing to build and deploy state-of-the-art AI tools, they're being rewarded, expanding teams and commanding headlines about innovation. Investors are thrilled. On the surface, it's a story of progress. But for the average worker, whether you're a longtime Amazon staffer or just someone watching your own industry, this kind of progress feels like losing ground.
It's not just salaries or benefits that disappear, it's years of specialized experience, connections, and personal pride in a job well done. It's the quiet certainty that your hard work had a place and purpose, eroded almost overnight. Communities lose tax revenue, local businesses lose customers, and entire support networks fall apart as workers scramble for footing. The promise that disrupted jobs will quickly reappear in new forms is cold comfort for families staring down rent, tuition, and bills. And while there will be some new opportunities, roles in AI, machine learning, maybe even AI trainers or system supervisors, these aren't one-for-one replacements. Highly specialized, often requiring years of advanced training, they're simply not realistic options for most of those suddenly pushed out. In the end, we have to ask, is this what progress should look like? Is technology really helping us all move forward, or is it just shifting the rewards to those who control the boardroom while ordinary people keep paying the price? So, where do we go from here? Amazon says it's providing support for those impacted, severance packages, help finding new roles inside the company, and training in AI skills. Some workers may find a way back, starting fresh in a smaller team or pivoting to a new role. But for most, the horizon is anything but clear. For families, the future means uncertainty. For professionals, it's the scramble to keep skills current, to chase new certifications, or hope that the wave of technology creates as many jobs as it erases. This isn't just a story about Amazon. It's a test case for a world where powerful companies use artificial intelligence to make seismic changes, changes that ripple across every job market. Is this the beginning of a job market meltdown as AI spreads through industry after industry? Or is there a way to turn all this dazzling technology into genuine opportunity? Can the average worker ever be truly future-proof? These layoffs force each of us to confront difficult questions about the value of work, the promises of progress, and whether the path forward includes everyone, or just a handful of winners at the top. The harsh truth is that even those with advanced skills and experience are feeling the ground shift beneath them. Retraining and lifelong learning sound good in press releases, but keeping up with the pace of technology, especially AI, takes time, money, and resilience that not everyone can muster. For someone who spent a decade building expertise, it's overwhelming to face a future where your value can vanish overnight. There's also a generational gap growing wider. Young professionals are told to embrace agility, pivot, and embrace uncertainty as a way of life. But for those supporting families or planning for retirement, constant reinvention isn't just exhausting, it can feel impossible. Are we building an economy where only the adaptable survive, or are we leaving too many people behind? The story of Amazon's layoffs and AI isn't just about one company or one moment. It's a signpost for the whole job market, a glimpse into the direction our entire economy might be heading. Are we training away security and shared prosperity for speed and profit above all else? As technology accelerates, will we pause to ask who's genuinely benefiting and who's being asked to adapt with little help or warning? Progress shouldn't mean a widening gap between winners and losers. It should mean more people get to share in the gains. If we don't engage in this conversation now about what we expect from technology, corporations, and society itself, we risk waking up in a future that only works for a privileged few. The tools we invent should serve us all, not just the spreadsheet, the boardroom, or the quarterly report. As AI continues to grow in power and influence, what will the world of work look like in another year, 5 years, or even a decade? If Amazon's layoffs are the first big wave, what's waiting just over the horizon?
Picture a workforce where traditional career ladders vanish, replaced by project-based gigs and short-term contracts managed by algorithms. Office floors, once buzzing with teamwork, may dwindle, replaced by remote dashboards, automated assistants, and cloud-based systems that need only a handful of people to run them. Even white-collar roles, finance, marketing, design, could be streamlined down to just one or two specialists assisted by sophisticated AI. Machines won't just take repetitive labor, they'll start to handle decisions, strategies, and management itself. The implications go beyond individual jobs. Communities may need to redesign education and social safety nets. Government policies might scramble to keep pace, debating universal basic income, large-scale retraining, and entirely new concepts of what it means to work. We could see new forms of inequality emerge. Those who master technology and adapt quickly may flourish, while others struggle just to keep up. Society will have to choose whether to accept this as inevitable or fight for more inclusive, equitable futures, where everyone gets to benefit from progress. But maybe, just maybe, we'll use this moment as a wake-up call, a chance to demand better from corporations, technology leaders, and ourselves. The future doesn't have to be dystopian, it can be reimagined with people at its heart.
So as we stand at this crossroads, it's natural to feel anxious about what comes next. The ground beneath us is shifting faster than any generation before. These Amazon layoffs might only be the beginning. Other tech giants, financial firms, health companies, and countless industries are all watching, all considering how AI can reshape their workforce, their profits, and their priorities. But this isn't just a story about jobs. It's a story about people, about families rethinking their plans, professionals retraining in uncertain times, and young people wondering if stability will ever be possible in their working lives. It's about trust, the trust we put in companies to treat us fairly, and the trust we place in technology to bring us all forward, not leave us behind. It's about community, about whether we're building a future that supports everyone, not just those who are lucky, privileged, or quick to adapt. And it's about power. Who gets to decide how technology is used, who benefits, and who pays the price? Are we just living in someone else's vision of progress? Or do ordinary workers, families, and students have a say in shaping the future of work? Now more than ever, we need real conversations, honest talk, not just hyper headlines. We need to connect, share stories, listen, and demand answers from leaders and innovators. So if you're feeling uncertain, frustrated, or left out of these big changes, you're not alone. Join the conversation, leave a comment, tell your story, and help this channel become a space for solidarity and real solutions. Because the future of work and the future of technology should belong to all of us. This is your platform, your voice, your chance to help shape the discussion about what comes next.